carousel interactive next week. Let's go over, this is like the description we talked about on EBC A plus right here in this training that we just wrapped up, and I'm going to shoot you the video over for. This one right here is more like this description that's in our stack part 2 with the module as description, right? This is going to face the customers, which means the customers see this. Okay. Customers see this. And please remember, I'm not yelling when I use all caps. It's just easier for me sometimes to make stuff like that pop out. So this is what we went over earlier. Okay. This right here, like the HTML rich description is not about, the customers won't see this. Do you guys see how ugly this is? This right here goes in the back end of Seller Central, just like your search terms do, just like your back end keywords do. But this is like the original description where customers used to see this. But if you put up A plus for your brand or for your client's brand, they don't see this anymore, right? Like the customers won't see this. So this thing has, I don't know if you can see how ugly this is in terms of sales copy, in terms of reading, but we still have to make it look enough like sales copy that the bots won't think it's just a list of keywords in a row. You can't just do a string of keywords for the whole thing. You have to have other non-keywords in there. But this is a really great way to rank. The bots read and rank all of this, right? This back-end description. Okay, so I'm just going to read it to you really quickly so you can, like see how many keywords. I'll just read the first part, so right?
Does this go, is there a special part for this on Amazon?
There is. When you're, yes. So when you're inserting, when you're setting up your product for shipping, right? When you're inserting, or maybe you're doing this for your client where you're going back and you're inserting the bullet points where the bullet points go. The next, one of the tabs right next to that says description, and it's just a big box you paste things into. And you used to be able to use HTML for that, right? So this right here, do not ever copy this for sales copy. Like this is not going to sell your product, okay? This is just for keywords, but you can copy this pattern, right? Let's see here. So I'm going to show you guys where all the keywords are in here. And you can see how keyword rich this is. The whole thing is to stuff it. It's like a game. Think of it like a Tetris game or a puzzle game. Okay? And any keywords that are super duper odd, like elite, noble, shungite, necklace, women, and men, right? So you can just put that in your back end, back here under this description. You don't have to put it in your bullet points. You don't have to put it in your title. Obviously, you're already going to have, these are the keywords that are left over, okay? Like, look at that. That's like the world's longest keyword. Anti-EMF radiation protection pendant energy necklace. Like, you're not going to fit that into a bullet point, right? So there's another one. This is another one. This is another one. You can't do this in a bullet point. It's almost illegible. Right? Copycat, negative, ion pendant EMF protection necklace, flashing protection necklace for women and men. Necklace energy was a keyword. Like I was not sure where to put that in. And again, these are like we put the ones we really want to rank for in the bullet points, and we put the ones we really want to rank for in the title, right? And we also make sure they're in subject matter, right? But this is stuff like also like if you can't make a claim, right? But let's say there's like people are looking for a fat burner pill, you can find a way to work fat burner pill into this back end description without getting your listing suppressed because they can't see it. The customers can't see it. So the bots aren't checking back here for suppression, right? For things that will suppress your listing. So 5G blocker. Oh my gosh. Crystal pendants raw in nature. That was a keyword. Can you guys hold on for just a second? Let me see if you can still hear me. Oh, Ellie, I'm so sorry. Yeah, guys, the US had a time change. I didn't know you guys didn't have a time change. I'm so sorry. Now I feel absolutely awful. It's like I said, it's been the craziest week ever. So now I feel really bad. I'm so sorry. I would have adjusted my time. I've had somebody here since 9 o'clock and I could have done it later and they're staying till later. Don't worry, Ellie. I have the whole thing recorded, and now I'm recording the second video. Just had some really significant family changes this week, so I guess I didn't even think to tell anybody, and I canceled all client meetings for the week. So I guess I didn't think. So sorry. Let's see here. So EMF protection shield necklace jewelry. Okay, and you can also combine keywords back here, right? And you can use, like, you could literally use all of the words that I have in here. You can just copy this and then replace the keywords with the keywords you have left, right? Because this is the most generic description ever. And this is essentially what I use. And then I just plug the keywords in here. Okay. There's nothing here specifically about the product, about the features of the product, about the benefits of the product. This is all what we call cruddy sales copy. Okay. So you can say the blue, green, orange blow dryer, women love, right? And the blue, green, orange blow dryer would be the keyword. Maybe you've heard you need a list of keywords, or simply want in this that gets you more compliments than this keyword, right? Or maybe you're looking for a keyword that serves you as well as keyword. Like you guys can just copy and paste this whole description and just change out the keywords. Okay. So anytime a client needs you to infuse this, you can send them like, I mean, this must have 20 plus keywords in it, right? Benefits of, let's see here. Because you deserve the absolute best, right? And that's 3 keywords crammed together. You enjoy our, let's see here. And again, the customer does not see this. This is what you see from inexperienced copywriters. Okay. This is what you see on like the overselling. This is like way overselling. This makes like nobody cares about this at all. This is only do this if you or your client have A+ up. Okay. Okay. So I think we got all the keywords, and we have what would you guys say? 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Some of these are combined. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, way more than 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Those ones are combined. 30, 31, 32, that's 2 combined. 33, 34, that's 2 combined. 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. We have 40 keywords we're ranking for in just this one description. So if your clients, or if you're worried about ranking for a ton of keywords and trying to stuff keywords in your bullet points and your title, don't do it. Okay. Just take this and copy and paste this, and I will literally just copy and paste this for you guys right now, and I'll put it into your class notes. And so every time you need to write it, you just fit in the keywords like a puzzle. Okay. And that way you can see like a really good example of, and I love doing that part. That's one of my absolute favorite parts of writing the listing, because it's not sales copy. It's like, it's a puzzle. It's like trying to figure out, like what you can do to fit in as many keywords as possible. Right. But it still has enough copy in here. You want to go for at least 20%, words that are not keywords. Okay. Otherwise the bots are going to think, oh, well, this is just a list of keywords. So they're just trying to rank for keywords. Does that make sense?
Diane?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Diane?
Yes.
So, it's against Amazon TOS to write all keywords only.
They will not. So the bots.
It's against Amazon TOS.
Yeah, it's against Amazon TOS to write only 100% keywords in here, right? In this, where you can see the this description, and it's not. That's incorrect. That's not what I'm trying to say. There's nothing in TOS that says you can't just put a list of you can put whatever you want in this description section on the back end. What we have noticed is that if we have a saturation of more than 70 to 80% keywords on this back end, the bots are just ignoring it. It's not indexing, it's not ranking the product, right? So even if like you used, a few more keywords in this, you'd be fine. But otherwise, I'm not thinking it's like against their TOS. It's just, that's not how the bots work. That's not how the A9 ranking bots work. Does that make sense? They're taught to look around keywords for a certain percentage. And we don't know what it is, but this is about the most we've been able to infuse it, is like 70 to 80% without it not really ranking for these keywords and indexing for these. And we really want to index for these, but we got 40 keywords in. And if you think
What's
about it,
the minimum number of keywords?
I have clients who don't use keywords at all. They just prefer to do advertising, and because they know that a lot of times, like if they have tricky keywords, they will just advertise for those, and then you rank for it if you sell for it, right? You index for it if you sell for it. So if someone says like black, blue, green blow dryer, and like a customer searches for black, blue, green blow dryer, and you're advertising for black, blue, green blow dryer or something that is related to that, and then they purchase your product, you start climbing up the ranking for that word, right? So there's no minimum. I try to get in 2 keywords per bullet point if we have unlimited capacity for the bullet points. But if they're the shorter bullet points, like 100 characters, I'll probably get in 1 keyword per bullet point, right? The title, we usually do 1 to 2 main keywords, and then we break down all of the other keywords into individual keywords. There's a whole we did a whole training on that on the video too, and wrote them and kind of explained what you want to do in the title, right? So yeah, there's no like minimum. Amazon does not require you to use any keywords in your listing. I mean, you want to use them in your title, but you're not required to use them, right? And then, another thing on keywords. Ha ha ha. Thank you for bringing that up. Teen, does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Yes. And so you guys might already know this, but if you want more ranking juice, like an indexing juice, underneath each image, when you upload it to Amazon Seller Central, a plus is a space for meta tags. Okay, you can use your main high volume keywords that you didn't use as in your title and bullet points to rank on Google. Okay, so Amazon themselves don't actually usually rank. I don't think they rank these meta tags most of the time, but underneath each image, this is like a really great way to increase your ranking on like Google, right? So a lot of people wonder like, how do I get on Google as a top product, right? Without advertising on Amazon products. So let's say like there's something like shower filter. Okay, so if we do this, right, we're going to see an ad from Google, some stuff like best shower filters. Okay, and then we're going to see this right here. Do you see this 15-stage power filter? Aquabliss right there. Okay, so Aquabliss uses those meta tags underneath all of their images and their graphics that Amazon allows you to do. And while Amazon doesn't really rank them very well, Google does. So see how they pop up first? Isn't that amazing? So you can totally boost your indexing on Google by doing this, right? Let's see here. And see how, like, if someone does that, they're going to automatically see, oh, I don't want to hear about what the best ones are. I just want to buy one. Oh, hey, look. Oh, Amazon, right? Boom, right there. People trust Amazon. There's only 2 on the front page. A lot of people aren't doing this yet, right? The third, let's see here. And then I always try to let clients know, like, most of the time we use almost every search term we can get a hold of, right? So this is what's going to be left, right? And if you guys notice, so this is search terms on your back end. So on Helium 10, I use Helium 10 for this, and I think I've shown you guys, but I'll show you again real quick, like how we do this. Okay. There's a space where it spits out any words that you that you haven't used broken down into individual words. What? No, I'm not a robot. Oh, that's why it's saying verification data. Not a robot. Can you guys see this? It's like technology craziness over here. Oh, so their verification data is incorrect. So, okay, I can't show you Helium 10 right now. Look at that. Helium 10 is down. No. Sure, they'll have it back up in like 4 seconds. Okay, so search terms, there's a box in the back end of Seller Central when you input your product information, like your details, that contains a place called search terms. Search terms, as we've discussed before, are just literally individual keywords broken down. Let's see here. I'm just going to go grab all of this. Okay, just individual keywords broken down, and you get 250 characters, right? And you don't have to use commas anymore. It doesn't count commas towards your character, like against your character count, though. So you can, right? So here, this shows all the individual. Let me go from the top. These are all the phrases that we were able to get in before the description. Okay, or sorry, with the description. Okay, so as opposed to just getting like 10, like 2 into the title and 10 into the bullet points, we managed to get over 50 long tail keywords in, right? These are the search terms. These are the individual words that are left over. Now, what I like to do is I like to take, for search terms, what I like to do is I like to take like my original Frankenstein list, which is where they break down all of the main keywords, like it'd be so much easier if I could just show you this, all of the individual keywords, right? So like, for example, if you have shungite necklace, shungite stones, EMF protection necklace, shungite EMF protection, right? You would just literally have like, your words would be shungite, necklace, stones, EMF protection, we have necklace, pendant. They're just each individual keyword out of here. So we wouldn't repeat necklace up here. We wouldn't repeat stones up here. But because we've already used all of these, right, the only thing that I'll go back and grab this individual list for of all of these broken down individually. Where's my little thing? All of these. Now can you see it? All of these broken down into individual keywords is to replicate it and put it in as Spanish, right? So if we have shungite stones, EMF protection pendant, oh, now it's drawing. Maybe I don't want to do that. Clear screen. Back. I just wanted you guys to be able to see my mouse. Ooh, let's do that. I like that one. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, this is going to make life so much easier. So these are all of your individual keywords, and then you would take these and you just copy them. And there's a lot more than this, but this is just as an example. You come over here to Google and you say Google. And then you say, I already have Google up. Translate English. Oh, thank you, Google. You're so helpful. Translate English to Spanish, right? And in whatever country you're in, you want to do this for, you want to do this for whatever the secondary language is. Okay, so in the US, our languages in the US are English first, I believe Mandarin second, and Spanish is a very close third, but most of the individuals who speak Mandarin also speak English. So we focus on Spanish here, right? So you would have, 250 characters, right? 250 characters. And then you would have you'd erase this because those are the words that are left, like those are the words that are your main words that you want to rank for. So you do those for Spanish, individual words, and then you grab these words that are left over, okay? And this would become your, and you can grab as many as you want. Obviously, if there's more words, grab more words, but this becomes your 250 characters, right? And this is what clients generally, people who sell on Amazon, you want to update this every single month. Just like this is all laid out in keywords, but it's right here. So I'm just kind of going back over it. Update it every single month based on, trying to rank more organically for keywords that you're getting sales on for when you're advertising. Okay. Okay. So that we have been over all of our research, our product research, our customer research. We have been over our bullet points, our hypnotic language patterns, our titles. You have the additional hypnotic language patterns and NLP book that I posted in class notes today that you can go through before you submit your final listing. We have been over what a keyword-rich description looks like the customers don't see. We have been over what an EBC A+, like what the different stacks should be and the sequences for EBC A+. We have been over I'm sorry, not A+ images. That's what we just went over. We've been over graphics, right? So we've been over the auxiliary carousel graphics. We've been over what to add to each graphic in A+ and, in the carousel graphics to get people to stop scrolling and what increases conversions. We've been over keywords. Guys, we have been over everything in this Hypnotic Amazon listing certification at this point. So all of the things you need to write a listing, you now have. If there are questions, definitely let me know. Okay. This does not mean this is the end of the class. We still have several more classes coming up because we're going to talk about what a pre-launch sequence is and how to rank on page 1, right? That's an off-page optimization though. We're going to do a class on clearing money blocks, which is going to be super amazing fun. I'm super excited about that. But I want you guys to give yourselves the reason I'm telling you this, that we've been over everything, is because I want you to give yourselves a giant pat on the back, because once you have gotten through this video, you know everything you need to be a hypnotic Amazon copywriter. It took us 11 weeks to get here, plus some weeks off because of weather and holidays and things like that. But you guys should give yourselves a giant pat on the back or clap for yourselves right now. Because when you look back at everything that you've learned and all this information, and when you start seeing your listings take shape, I think sometimes we forget how hard we had to work and how much we had to learn to get there. Because what you're going to see is just a title, and you're going to see bullet points, and you're going to see these images, with the power bullets on them, and you're going to see the A+ section, and you're going to see the back end stuff, and it's not going to look like a lot. But I want you to remember how much it took you guys, how much you had to learn to get here, and how much, and I'm not saying this to be cocky, but how much more now than so many other Amazon optimization specialists and product optimization product listing optimization specialists. So I hope you guys are super excited, because now we're getting onto the point where, you're going to start submitting listings if you haven't already, and, things like that. So, and we're going to start polishing those up. Let me go see. You guys are I'm almost, it has been sorry. This has probably been the hardest week of my entire life. And to get to this point with you guys in this class this week, I almost canceled class. But I am just so proud of you. I just have to say that. I'm trying not to cry right now. And this is a lot to learn. It really is. Yeah.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you so much. So let's see here. So next week is going to be off for people to review, for people to ask questions in class. I'm just going to not have a video training next week. Like I said, I've got quite a bit on my plate right now. Let's see here. So you guys can ask questions in the class. You can PM me with questions, private message me. You can send me emails. You can send me your listings. If you have questions right now, you can ask questions. That's totally fine too. But as you go through, this is when people start going through and actually putting the listing together, is when these questions start coming up. Teen just asked a really great question about keywords, right? And that's in the keyword training video. But the thing is, you're not going to remember all of the information that you've learned in here. You may have to go through the videos twice. I don't want you to have to do that. So if you're what was this one thing about keywords you said? Don't go back through the entire video, please. Just private message me and ask me, or even better, ask in the class, and someone else may answer first. Or, I'll swing around and answer the question. I don't want you guys to have to if you have one or two questions about something, don't feel like you have to rewatch the videos over and over and over again. It drives me crazy that when I have to do that, when it's there's one piece, but it's so important and I forget what it is, what was it? And you need somebody to just ask. So feel free to I'd rather you guys just come ask, okay? Instead of going through the videos a million times, okay? Let's see here. What else? Do we have any other questions right now? Otherwise, we will resume on.
And I would have loved if you look through the list essentially.
Yes, I will. I definitely will. Give me a second here. Do I still have it up? I know I saw it. Hold on for a sec. Recent. Oh my gosh, we go through so much even just in class, and then I lose things. Here we go. Okay, so obviously you're going to rework this into the 7-step sequence, right? You're going to want to rework this. So I like how you've used these numbers. You want to describe, usually something I do, you don't have to do, but I offer, I provide clients with guidance on exactly what type of images to use, what type of people, what type of pets, what type of, all of that. But I have had 40,000 listings worth of experience and research. We talked about that a little bit earlier, right? So this is based on the highest converting 5-block sequence. So I'll review it based on that. So here they need a scroll stopping image. And then I would definitely, oh my goodness. Massively hard to start. Let me go over this when I'm not in class, because if I go over this right now, I'm gonna have to start rewriting, not because of you, but because of the way that we've changed the pattern, right? So let's see here. The copy's decent.
I got you, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's. I mean, I just need to go through and look at it. I'm looking at this, going, my brain is. I've worked like 80 hours this week. I haven't slept in 4, and so my brain's just kind of going. Zzz, 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 zzz.
You're a champ. You take rest.
I'm definitely gonna sleep tonight. Well, actually, I'm not, because I have to go to my mom's tomorrow. But I'm gonna sleep Saturday night, guys. I'm gonna sleep Saturday night. Okay, so anything else before we wrap up class for the day? Our classes are getting faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Remember, the research is the hardest part. Nailing down positioning is the hardest part, right? Because you can use, so like if you start struggling, realize like that's where you need to circle back to. It's not necessarily how you say things in the bullet points all the time, or how you say things in EBC A+ section. You can always power that up, right? It's about who you're speaking to and what words do they need to hear. It's about those hot button words. It's about the superior positioning, right? That's what it's about with these products on Amazon, because it's a competitive site, right? Same thing with any site, any product listing. Just keep an eye on like why. Just keep asking yourself, why is that superior? Why is that important? So what? So what? So what? And use that as your main power, right? Because most people know, most of the people going to Amazon are searching for a specific product, their customer awareness level 2 or maybe 3. They're searching for a specific product type, or specific benefits, because they already know, they're well-educated adults who usually know what's going on. So that product positioning, that is the biggest, besides having access to all these sequences and things that are working really well, and like the sales copy, like the templates and things like that, that positioning is going to be everything for you. So try to focus on what makes this product superior. What else? You guys know the bullet point patterns. You guys have totally got this, right? You've totally got this. So do you have any other questions today, or do you guys want to wrap up?
That's all from my side. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Ellie, Hater, Teen. I don't know who else is on. I'm not looking at the screen.
None for me. Thank you, Diane.
Yeah. Last call, Ellie or Teen. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up.
None for me, Diane.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to wrap up. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you again. Feel free to submit all of your stuff. I would love to have everybody's at least first draft of their listing by the 1st of April. Okay, because I really want to start getting people certified. Bilal, you are extremely close. I've received a lot of things from everybody else. I think Ellie might be up to date at this point in time too. So as soon as you can, send that over, and I will review it, and we'll start looking at the ways to improve it, and then we'll go from there. And I'll see you guys all on April 1st.
See you, Dan. Take care.
Have an amazing
Bye-bye.
day. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.